How you guys doing? It's 514 Mystic from BookieBullies.com, and this is the rundown. So today we got a short show. There's a short slate of NBA, short slate of NHL. We're gonna pretty much get right into it. Yesterday, if you guys checked me out, I had two separate shows for you guys where I gave a few plays in hockey. Did really well in hockey, and in basketball did okay. I think that two losses in basketball, but these things happen. You take your L's as they come. So just getting into the NHL, not a lot of plays that I'd want to bet on anyways, but we're gonna get right into it. They got the Sharks versus the Blackhawks. Uh, Sharks are heavy underdogs today. They're on the road. They should be underdog. They're really not that good. But nor are the Blackhawks, so I don't really want to bet on either team here. Corey Crawford hasn't been good, and nor has Aaron Dell, so no play in this game. Next, you got the Winnipeg Jets versus the Edmonton Oilers. They shouldn't really be a favorite in this game either, but there is, and obviously it's the home team, Edmonton Oilers. Now, I actually believe that Winnipeg wins this game. I can't bet on Winnipeg, and they're not paying enough. Yes, it's a 225 to 1 on your buck, but it's not paying enough. So I don't like the play in this game. The total is at 5.5 in this game. Surprising because Arundel and Corey Crawford they're both allowing about over 3 goals a game. So the under is obviously there's a fade of the under. Most people are going towards the over, and that's the right thing to do. But I don't have a play in that game. Next, you got the New York Rangers versus the Colorado Avalanche. New York, they won us some money a couple days ago. Gave you guys New York money line, and they came through. Today, they're playing versus the Avalanche, who's been having a trouble covering spreads. They're paying 68 cents on your buck here. 6.0 is the total. I like the under in this game. I also like Colorado to win, but I don't like it enough for me to put it out. 6.0 6.0 under. If it changes to 6.5, I like it. But right now there's a fade of the over, so most people are going towards the under. There's Frank at net, who's been really good versus Georgia. You know, I'm just gonna go with the under. Like 6.0 is it's kind of low, but I like the under in that game. St. Louis versus Anaheim, not enough money, and the total is not yet slated because as of right now, they got Jake Allen who's supposed to be starting, and they're not quite sure what's going to happen in Anaheim for their goalie. Looks like Stolars, who hasn't played any games this season yet. Stolars played last year. If I'm not mistaken, he played for the Dallas Stars. I might be wrong, but he's not new. Like he's somebody who's actually played before, but it's his first time playing this season. Probably picked him up from the AHL. Doesn't really matter. No play in that game because St. Louis is not paying enough and they're not covering spreads, in my opinion. Next, you got the Ottawa Senators versus the King. Again, two trash teams. This slate is full of trash teams, and you're free to bet on them. Like if this was Friday, I'd give you guys a breakdown of why you should pick either side. But since this is not Friday and we're just doing the rundown, I'm not gonna waste any time getting into who's gonna do what and who's gonna which garbage team is gonna play best today. Like it's they're toss ups and I'm gonna treat them as such. So the only play I got in NHL is the under 6.0 in the Colorado game. Gonna move right along to the NBA. In the NBA, you got the Detroit Pistons playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. Um, Pretty interesting game here. Sixers are 12.0 favorite. Ask me why, I'm not sure. I actually like Detroit to cover, but I believe Embiid might be playing tonight. I might be wrong. But we'll check real quick while we have a second. So it looks like Embiid is playing, and that's probably the only reason why they're favored. But 12.0, I don't like that spread on either side. And then the totals at 210.5, I like the over 210. I think Detroit is gonna trade buckets with Philly. I don't think Philly has the defense that they need to have, and even implementing Joel Embiid back in the lineup doesn't necessarily mean there's gonna be defense. I just think it adds more scoring and more depth at the big man position. So the over is the only play in that one. And next we got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Miami Heat. Miami 10.5 favorite. 207.5 is the total. I like the over 207. I like Charlotte to score buckets. I like Miami to keep up and try to cover and ultimately fail at covering late night. I don't like the plus 10.5 because I'm not sure that Devontae Graham is still out. If he is, obviously you don't bet on Charlotte. If he ends up playing, if Devontae Graham ends up playing, then they have a good situation there. Jimmy Butler is not playing. Myers Leonard is not playing. Terry Rozier is a game time decision for Charlotte. So look out for that game. I just like the over 207.5. Next, we got the New York Knicks versus the Atlanta Hawks. No play in that game. Two trash teams. Hawks at home. They're better at home than they are on the road. 230.5 is the total, but I don't like the Knicks to score too many points. Although the Hawks score points at home. Anyways, no play in that one. Then we got Denver, Dallas. 2.5 underdog is Dallas at home. 220.5 is the total. I don't know if I don't know how I feel about the total here. Dallas was just in the game yesterday versus San Antonio. San Antonio ended up losing that game. Sorry, San Antonio ended up winning that game. Dallas lost. I gave you guys San Antonio at the plus 4.0. They covered, but they just fell short. They fell a bucket short of that over. Denver is not the team that they're really gonna go over against. They usually play defense, so I don't know. No play in that game. Next, we got the Utah Jazz versus the OKC Thunder. I like the under off the bat. 218.5 is the total. 3.0 favorite are the Thunder. And Utah doesn't play very good against elite competition. I'm not saying OKC is elite competition, but they're a real team and they play as such. And I think I like OKC to cover tonight. It also helps that I believe Utah beat them already this season. Um, but again, I might be wrong. As far as Utah beating them this season, I might be wrong, but I believe they did. So it's pretty much a get back game. I like OKC to cover 3.0, and I like the 218.5 over under. Next, you got New Orleans versus the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings, they've been giving everybody a hard time. They had a pretty good weekend. They took Raptors to the limit. Now they got the Pelicans. Pelicans trying to make a playoff push. Uh, Portland just won their game yesterday. It's going to be a battle till the end. I like the minus 1.5 for the Pelicans. I also like the under 232.5. Not sure that the Kings are the scoring type. They could score, but 232 is reserved for teams that actually have a high pace. Kings is just not that. No offense to them, it's just that it's not something that they really do. So they would have to prove to me that they can do it instead of me betting on the fact that well Pelicans go over. It's not enough. You need two teams to go over a total, and 232 is a lot of points. You know, if the game finishes 120 to 110, that's not an over. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, I can't bank against it. I'm not sure that both teams are gonna have over 115 points. So with that said, that's pretty much it for me. Before I give you guys the Bookie Bullies rundown, I'd love for you guys to go ahead and smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're posted anytime I post videos like these. So, starting from the top, we got the under 6.0 in the NHL in the New York Rangers versus the Colorado Avalanche, which is the only NHL pick for the night. I got over 210.0 in the Detroit Pistons versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Got the over 207.5 in the Charlotte versus the Miami Heat. Got the under 218.5 in the Utah Jazz versus the OKC Thunder. Got OKC to cover, the minus 3.0. Got the Pelicans to cover, the minus 1.5. You know what? No, I coming to think of it, the 1.5 is not necessarily the best play. I would either have to go with Pelicans money line or bet the plus 1.5 for the Sacramento Kings. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds skeptical. But yeah, no, there's something fishy about the 1.5. There always is, and I just remembered it now going down this card. So no play outside of the under in that game. So once again, in the NBA, um, going back down the list one last time. Got the under 6.0 in the Rangers versus Colorado in the NHL. Got the over 210.0 in the Detroit versus Philly. Got the over 207.5 in Charlotte versus Miami. The under 218.5 in Utah versus OKC. Got OKC to cover the 3.0 and the under 232.5 in the Pelicans versus the Kings. Those are the plays for the night. They will be posted on my Twitter for a change. Haven't been on Twitter as of late. Been inactive. But you'll catch me there, and you could also come and check me out over here. Hit the comment section because making money is a team sport, and no reason for keeping the information to yourself. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for me. I'll tell you like I tell you all the time. Please don't bet what you can't afford to lose. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So, on that note, be safe, be good, and I'll see you again next time.